This is the War Brief Daily for May 20th, covering the Russia-Ukraine theater. Tonight we are tracking four major developments. Russian overnight drone strikes against Ukrainian cities. Ukraine's confirmed deep strike campaign against Moscow's industrial belt. A major Ukrainian strike on the Belbek air defense complex in occupied Crimea, and active frontline shifts across Kharkiv, Slovyansk, and Zaporizhzhia. First, Russian drone attacks overnight May 19th. Confirmed, Russian forces struck residential areas and infrastructure in Kharkiv and the Kryvyi Rih area, killing and injuring civilians. Specific drone counts for this overnight wave are still being tallied. For context on the scale of Russia's aerial campaign, over the past week alone, Ukrainian President Zelensky confirmed Russia launched more than 3,170 long-range drones, 74 missiles, and 1,300 guided glide bombs against Ukraine. On the night of May 16th to 17th, Russia launched 287 drones. Ukraine's Air Force downed 279 of them. That is a 97% intercept rate. The volume is deliberate. Russia is attempting to overwhelm Ukrainian air defenses through sustained mass launches. Second, Ukraine strikes Moscow. This is confirmed by the Ukrainian General Staff and the Security Service of Ukraine. Overnight on May 16th to 17th, Ukraine's unmanned systems forces executed a large-scale strike on Moscow City and Oblast. Confirmed hits include the Angstrom semiconductor plant in Zelenograd, a facility that produces microelectronics used directly in Russia's guided missiles and precision weapons. The Solnekhnogorsk oil pumping station, the Moscow oil refinery in the Kapotnya district, and the Volodyarsk oil pumping station. Drone debris also struck a runway at Sheremetyevo International Airport, forcing Russia's transportation ministry to divert 51 flights. Russia's response has been nearly silent. State television devoted approximately 60 seconds to the story, omitting the industrial hits entirely. But on Russian mill blogger channels, the reaction was fury, with some openly calling for tactical nuclear retaliation. That gap tells you something about what the Kremlin is trying to manage domestically. Third, Belbek airfield, occupied Crimea. Confirmed by Ukraine's security service, Ukrainian forces struck Belbek military airfield in occupied Sevastopol and destroyed a Pantsir S-2 air defense system, the radar hangar for an S-400 missile system, an Orion drone control system, a four-post UAV ground control system, and the control tower. Separately, Ukraine struck an FSB border service patrol vessel in Kaspiysk, Dagestan, approximately 1,000 kilometers from the active front line in the Caspian Sea. That is a significant extension of Ukraine's demonstrated strike range. Fourth, the front lines. In Kharkiv Oblast, confirmed, Ukrainian forces liberated the settlement of Odradne in the Veliki Burluk direction. The Ukrainian 16th Army Corps confirmed seizure of 22 square kilometers in that sector. In the Borova direction, Russian Defense Minister Belousov publicly congratulated units for the claimed seizure of Borova. But this is a single-source Russian claim. ISW has not confirmed it. Treat this as still emerging. In Slovyansk, a Ukrainian brigade officer confirmed on May 17th that Russia is intensifying ground assaults, deploying Molniya 2 drones carrying FPV systems alongside fiber-optic drones. Russia's elite Rubicon Unmanned Systems Center has been identified operating in this sector. In Zaporizhzhia, Russian forces have confirmed advances west of Myrne. Their objective is to push within tube artillery range of Zaporizhzhia city. Additionally, there are reports that Russia's 83rd Separate Airborne Brigade, an elite VDV unit, may be redeploying from Sumy Oblast toward the Pokrovsk direction. This appears credible but has not yet been independently confirmed. Watch it closely. Here is what to watch over the next cycle. Monitor for a Russian retaliatory strike against Ukraine's energy or defense industrial sector. The Kremlin has not yet answered the Moscow strikes publicly. Watch for satellite confirmation of the Borova claim. Track whether Russia escalates further in Slovyansk as a primary spring-summer offensive vector. And watch intercept rates on the next major Russian drone wave to assess whether Ukraine's air defenses are holding under this sustained pressure. That is your War Brief Daily for May 20th.